What up, you geeks and geekettes? Little update on my GTX 980 Ti classified here. That's the one that I had in the oven in the opening video to this. Bought it off a marketplace for 40 bucks. I actually bought it with another 970 reference card. Anyways, the seller claimed the 980 worked, but only through HDMI port. I got it home, put it in my computer. It artifacted on boot up. Matter of fact, it artifacts when I go. Right now I should probably be doing this with the other one. OBS, but this is easier. Right now it's not artifacting. Display settings. If I go to 720, as high as it goes, it'll artifact. I don't know if you guys can see the artifacts in there, but so technically it's displaying, but it's not working. The stove was a last resort. See, now I don't have. Now I'm learning a little more. I would have tested the memory, but even then I don't know how to replace memory chips. But before I did the oven, that was my last resort. I unloaded drivers, reloaded drivers. I actually slept on it, woke up, and reflashed the BIOS. That didn't help anything. The one thing I did find, GPUZ, in my GPUZ here, it's showing it's there. It's everything's noticed with it. GeForce GTX 980 Ti. There's the BIOS that was in there. That's the new BIOS, the same BIOS I reloaded. Thinking maybe it was corrupt. I don't know. I'm learning. It's showing right here the memory, the GDDR5 Samsung, but bus width unknown, memory size 0, and the bandwidth 0. It's showing everything else. So I'm guessing this card's got a burnt up memory chip or chips. Sensors in here, I don't know. It's reading 0, but with this being red, I don't know. Is that pinned? We're learning. I would imagine this is my system, not the GPU memory, because that would be, if it was using memory, it should be showing up here as megahertz, I guess. So this is just the system memory, like it says to. But that's where I'm at with it. I pretty much gave up on it. It ain't worth. I bought it knowing it wasn't working. I bought it knowing it wasn't working 100%. But he claimed it. Well, yeah, it's giving me a display, but it ain't working. I didn't even bother going back to the seller because why? What's he gonna do? Give my money back? Probably not. Plus, I took it apart. I'm kind of scattered here, but going back to when I first got it, artifact, and it wasn't working, I pulled it out, repasted it, repadded it. The paste looked fresh. Looks like somebody was in there recently. It was still wet, but the thermal pads were greasy, oily mess. They haven't never been replaced. The fans work. I mean, everything else. There was some PCB damage on the corner of the board, but I repasted it, padded it, put it back together. Still same crap, artifact. Go to load the drivers. They would say they're loading. It says they're loaded, but you go into Nvidia and it says you need to load the drivers. So it's and every time I would go to load the drivers, it would artifact and then kick out. So my last resort was break it down, thinking maybe, I don't know, maybe possibly that memory got heated up so bad it desoldered itself. I don't know. I figured I'd try it because everybody else on the interwebs was trying baking their GPUs, and it's looks like about a 20% chance, depending on what's wrong with it. Now that I know what I know now, I probably won't even bother if it's not showing memory. If I had the know-how to do the memory chips, I'd probably get a parts card and try swapping them out. But even then, you got to know. But so yeah, I might end up putting it up for parts. Somebody that knows what they can do with it. It ain't worth me to pay. I don't know what it costs to have the memory chips replaced, but I'd imagine it's not cost effective with the GPU. Going further, I got another 980 coming. I got off of eBay. It's not a classified. I think it's just a 4 gigabyte one. Yeah, it's just a 4 gigabyte, not 6. It's not an overclocked version. It's not overclocked. It's only 4 gigs. But it's got a messed up cooler on it. But it looks like person actually said they tested it. We'll see. I might get burnt again, but for what I think I got $30 in, I paid $30 for it. I got more parts, I guess. But it just looks like the cooler on the end was bent up, and it really doesn't. I'll get into more of that, I guess, when I get that card, if I document it. But yeah, the baking in the oven was the very last resort for me. I tried everything else that I could, other than change the memory chips, but I wanted to see if it worked too. But it didn't. So anyways, I got another card. Whoa, there goes my controller. I got another. Look at my mess over here. Messerschmitt. I got another card today to put in the old 660 in my cheap ass computer Dell Inspiron 660 setup. I got a W2100 that I want to try to see how it combat masters. So I'll be doing that later today probably. But this 970, I like this 970 that I got with the 980. I like that. I like the blower card. It's amazing how much I could overclock that thing, and it would still stay cool. Yeah, it sounds like a jet engine taking off, but you can overclock it. But anyways, that's where we're at with that boat anchor. My little ninja says it's crap. It's no bueno. Maybe I'll put her up on parts on eBay. But stay tuned for my next one I got coming. Should be here tomorrow. I don't know if I'll do video on it, but that's the other 980 should be here tomorrow in the mail. And I got another W2100 with the half height on it because I want to test it. And it's just bullcrap testing. I got that sketchy HP that I bought for $15. I want to plop it in and see, just to see what it can do. Maybe it can combat master better in there. I don't know. Maybe I'll throw her in the old anywhere. Keeps me occupied. Anyways, thanks for watching. Boogers out. Adios. Nerds and nerdettes and geekettes and geekers and tweakers. Adios.